Fredrik coming at you with another episode of Hey Bror Fredrik. On today's episode, I'm going to discuss probably a little bit of a controversial topic, but I gotta tell you, it's making my head explode every time I see it. It's a growing trend and it doesn't seem to be slowing down at any point. So keep the comments civil. I'd still like to hear your opinion, but today we're going to discuss why chasing comps, if your goal in Vegas is to get comps, and how to get comps, and where to get comps, and when to get comps, and comps, and comps, and comps, if that's your goal, you need to listen to this. I understand the growing trend. I see where it's coming from, but I want to dispel the myth of comps. And we're going to drive up and down the Las Vegas Strip. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, and hopefully you all listen. I'd like to hear your opinion in the comments, but keep it civil. I already know all the counter arguments, and I got something for those too. So we're going to discuss why chasing comps, or comps in general, does not make you any type of baller in Las Vegas right after this. Welcome back. We're going to discuss why chasing comps is probably the most horrendous thing you could possibly do in all of Las Vegas. It's getting so popular. All you have to do is read any Facebook group or any news group or anything like that related to Vegas, and you will see comps, 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 comps. I got comped. Who's comped? I'm comped. You're comped. I'm gold. Oh, I made it to platinum. Blah, 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 blah. It's all absolute freaking nonsense, and you need to wrap your head around the concept, and hopefully this video is going to do it for you. In fact, there's even an old Bee Gees song that discusses it, and it goes a little something like this. Don't go chasing those comps. I wouldn't if I tried. Oh, honey, if I get restless. Baby, you're not that kind. Do, 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 do. Nobody knows it. Nobody knows. Right from the start, they gave you that card. They gave you that card. Do, 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 do. So don't go chasing those comps. People, listen to me. It reminds me of a story, and I'm going to hit you with a story before we get into it too. Hit you with a song, now I'm going to hit you with a story. The story goes something like this. Wow, they're actually paving over here. This is amazing. Here goes the story. I played a poker tournament a couple of years ago, and I got knocked out right before getting paid. Everyone at the final table got paid. I got eliminated right before making it to the final table. And I won a couple of free tournaments in order to get there. So I worked my ass off to get to it. But that's beside the point. Stuff happens. So I get knocked out, right? So I stuck around to see who won. We were all driving together, blah, blah, blah. And they start announcing prizes. So who got first, who got second, who got third. I think they chopped the whole bit. Okay, good. And then they say, and we have a special prize for the largest bar tab. It was held at a really popular bar, a large bar, but a popular bar. And they said, for the largest bar tab, and it was like, I don't know, $50 or some shit like that. And they announced my name, Bror Fredrik, and I had to basically like go, what the actual F? Now, bear in mind, it wasn't me doing all the drinking. I was buying some other people some drinks, get them a little inebriated and whatnot. But I don't drink cheap either. I drink the good stuff. I don't drink Pabst Blue Ribbon. Okay, so I won the ultimate booby prize. It was kind of embarrassing. Okay, I got knocked out right before the money, and then I win a prize for being the biggest freaking drunk who showed up there. That sucked. So, the moral of that story is, when you're getting these comps, you're winning the ultimate booby prize too. Because let me explain. If you can just, I could end this video right after this one statement. Well, two statements. There's only two reasons in all of casino-dom why you receive comps. The first one's good, but exceedingly rare, which is you took the house for a lot of money. You won some massive $1 million freaking progressive. You whatever. You took the house for a lot of money. You got on a hot hand on $100 craps table. You took the house for $68,252. Good for you. Now, they want you back at this point. They want a crack at that money. So yes, they will offer you comps. Okay, that is one reason, but the rarest of them all. The reason you're getting comps is because you lost. You're receiving comps because you are a loser at the property. Comps equals loser. Comps, here's part two, comps, what they actually are, is a percentage rebate on that which you lost, and sometimes that which you spent too. If you're staying at the Bellagio and you go eat in the finest steakhouse there for a week straight at $300 a person, yeah, that counts towards it too. So they're giving you a rebate. It's like if you went on Groupon and got a 2% off coupon. So either way you cut it, comps are a percentage of the money you lost, and to a lesser degree, the money you spent. So it's your money. So basically, listen to this. You're not a baller. You're not Diamond Jim. You're not big shit in this town when you get comps. And I see this over and over. What it really means, you might as well just put a big freaking L on your forehead or pin it to your shirt. It means you're a big old freaking loser. That's what it means. Look how much money I lost. I made gold this month. Oh, I lost even more on my last trip, and now I made platinum. I'm a baller. Look at that. They picked me up in a limo. Limo loser. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I hear it. I hear what's going on in your head right now. But hey, Bror Fredrik, I play a lot, so I might as well get something for it. I stay at these places and spend my money, so I might as well get something for it. But hey, Bror Fredrik, that would be stupid not to get the absolute most you could, because I'm spending that money anyway. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, people. Yes, you might be spending that money anyway, but that's okay. It's okay if you're spending the money anyway. I call that organic. It's organically generated comp value. You're here in Vegas, you plan on spending the money, you got $500 a day for the buffalo or $1,000 a day for the craps tables over 5 days. You made your reservations at John George. You're spending all your money in M Life. You're staying at an M Life property. Good for you. Then definitely put your hand out and see what the heck you can get. But the problem that I'm talking about, that I'm seeing, that's becoming almost cancerous in this town to certain people, is the chase. Look at that guy right through the light. Bwomp. Is the chasing of comps. Oh, how much, I see this all the time. How much coin in do I have to get to gold status within 3 days of my trip? Oh, how much do I have to play? What do I have to use as a buy-in in order to do that? How much do I have to spend at Bavets in order to get, a comp? How many stays? Can I upgrade? What does it take in order to go from gold? I'm a noir. Do you think I'll get matched over here if I spend enough money? Oh my God. And where that is coming from is very simple. You see, what happened after the shutdown is people came to town that normally weren't your Vegas experienced people. A lot of new people were brought into town. They were lured into town with extremely cheap rooms, extremely cheap rates from the properties. Even if you went once to Las Vegas in 1994, somehow they sent you a $10 room. They dug into the absolute bowels. They started contacting you on your AOL account from the 90s in order to bring you back to the place, and you went. But it brought new blood into this town, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with new blood coming to town. I want the new blood in town too. I want the next generation of Vegas enthusiasts coming to town. That's what's going to keep this town alive. But this new generation, and I'm not talking age-wise, I'm talking generation of people that are experiencing Vegas and getting the thrill of Vegas for the first time. It's new. Maybe it's their second trip, their third trip, their first trip, their fifth trip, maybe their 10th trip in the past year because of the cheap rates. Whatever it happens to be, they're not initiated. You're not initiated into the ways of Vegas quite yet. The concept of chasing comps, gearing your play, gearing how much you put in a machine, gearing how much you spend in the restaurant, gearing all that stuff with the sole objective of being a baller so you can say you got comped. Oh, I got comped at the Cosmo. Oh, I'm such a big deal in this town. No, you're a freaking number, dude and dudette. You're a freaking number. You don't matter. Stop thinking you're a big baller just because you got comped. All it's signifying is that you're a loser. Because again, go back to what I said. It is a rebate on what you've lost, and to a lesser degree what you spent. So you're getting a Groupon discount to come to town. It's your own freaking money. It doesn't indicate you're a baller. And if you're taking pride and you're wearing your status, oh, I'm noir, I'm pearl, I'm gold, I'm all this. If you're wearing that as a badge of honor, saying how much you're a baller and how much you're high level in Las Vegas, you're deluding yourself. You're absolutely freaking deluding yourself, and I'm asking you now to stop before it's too late. You are buying your own comps, just like those stupid games that you play in order to earn comps, those slot machine games you download onto your phone, My Vegas and all that other stuff. What a freaking joke. I know people who are buying coins so that they could run up the coins in order to get comps. So they're willing to spend $50 or more in these stupid games at 99 cents, at $2.99 a pop, to get back $50. That way they can say, oh, well, I got that. I earned that. No, you paid for it. Just like you're paying for your comps. It is a rebate. It's like you go into Kohl's. I'll use Kohl's as an example. Spend $50 at Kohl's and get $5 back in Kohl cash. Only good at your local Kohl's. You paid for that. Why aren't they just saying, okay, we're going to give you 5% off and see you around? No, it's the same principle. They want you back, and they are using the fact that the uninitiated crowd in this town right now, which I would say is somewhere north of 30% of all people who are currently coming to Las Vegas, don't have a freaking clue how it's working. So I'm going to remind you one more time. There's only two ways you get comps in this town. One, if you hammer one of these properties and they want you back. And then go ahead, come on back. But then the temptation is, oh, but I got to play a certain amount. Otherwise, they're not going to have me back again. Yeah, that's probably true, but you're already ahead. So why are you going to let them sucker you? Like I had a friend who won $265,000 in this town once on one freaking hand of 3-card poker, and he gave it back in like 2 days. I helped, and he went home with $5,000. He actually owed the tax on that. So don't be that guy. So the only reason you're getting that, they want you back. They want to sucker you back in and get their freaking money back. That's how the town works. And the other reason is because you're a big old loser. Don't be embarrassed. We've all done it. Don't take it personal, but don't be a big loser. If you lose enough, yes, they will comp you to everything, and then you could wear a big freaking L when you're walking around the casino. So when you're bragging to your friends, when you're bragging on Facebook, when you're bragging all over town how you're a baller and you got comps, the initiated people are just going, dang, he won the biggest loser contest. And like me, I won the biggest bar tab. So my bar tab, I won $50 and my bar tab was like $300. So they gave me a 20% discount at the end of the night. Woohoo, big old me. But that's how it works, people. So get it out of your mind that you're high rolling, that you're high level, that you're a baller, that Vegas even knows or cares about what you got going on. You're a freaking number in the system, and they're figuring it out mathematically. They're like, okay, he spent this. We're willing to give back 2.2%, and here you go. Come on down. And we'll even give you a free buffet. We'll put food in your stomach if you're willing to toss it. Oh no, but the latest people who are coming to town, that's not even good enough. They're just like, okay, I'm going back to Vegas. I'm currently gold. I have to make it to platinum because that's where the real players are. You know, because I'm a player. I want to be a player. This gold card ain't shit. I want to get that platinum card. So yeah, okay, what do I got to spend? How much coin in? Okay, if I spend, if I'm betting $10 a hand on dancing drums, and I run 4,000 through every day until the end of the trip. Okay, now how do I do that? So I call the casino host and say, look at me, can I use my wife's card? Can we use a card together and maybe we can get to platinum by the end of 3 days? Oh my God, stop, just freaking stop. Let your comps be something that organically happen. You will get them one way or another. If you have a budget for eating, if you have a budget for your stay, if you got a shopping budget, if you got, yes, charge things to your room. I know all the tricks, and so do you. So I don't want to beat you up over it, but let it happen naturally. Don't let it affect, especially don't let it affect your gaming. Let it happen completely natural. Whatever your budget is to game. Whatever your budget is to eat. Whatever your budget is to stay. But let the comps happen organically, and don't go chasing those comps. Trust me, I've been in this town for decades. I know how it works. You're being suckered if you think comps make you some type of baller. Be a baller because you got your own money, and that's a true baller. If you can afford to come to Vegas and do Vegas on your own terms with your own money, then you're a baller. When you're getting comps, you're a fake baller. You heard me. So don't fall into the trap, people, because I love you guys and I don't want to see your finances get hurt, and I want to see you have a good time in this town, and I don't want you to wake up one day with regrets for enjoying all the amazing things this town has to offer. So I want to thank you for coming along for this ride while we discuss this controversial issue of don't go chasing those comps. So just don't. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can go ahead and do that with Patreon, get a channel membership, or click on any of the links in the description below. And right now I'm going to drop the 9% word of the day right up here. Bam! Drop that in the comments. That will let YouTube know that you stuck around to the very end, because according to their own stats, 9% of all viewers stick around to the very end, besides likes and shares and hitting that bell button. That is the #1 thing that can help the channel, sticking to the end of a video. Plus, I drop all the good stuff at the end of the video, and you don't want to miss that. And like I said, I love you guys. I look forward to dropping more knowledge on you. And don't forget, I go live 2 to 3 times a week and drop 2 to 3 videos a week. And you don't want to miss any of those. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.